Have you ever wondered how your phone seems to know exactly what you want to watch, buy, or listen to next? Or how a simple search can sift through billions of web pages in less than a second? The magic behind it all isn't really magic, it's algorithms. These are the invisible architects of our digital world, the secret sauce that powers everything from your social media feed to your favorite streaming service. And today, we're going to pull back the curtain and demystify the three main types of algorithms that run your online life: recommendation, search, and ranking. By the end of this video, you'll have a crystal clear understanding of how they work, how they differ, and how they shape the very information you consume every single day. So, stick around, because what you're about to learn might just change the way you see the internet forever. Let's start with the one you probably interact with the most, even if you don't realize it: the recommendation algorithm. Think of it as your personal digital concierge. Its main job is to suggest things it thinks you'll love. Ever finished a series on Netflix and seen a banner that says, "Because you watched The Crown"? That's a recommendation algorithm at work. It analyzes your viewing history, what you've liked, what you've skipped, and even how long you watch certain shows. Then, it compares your behavior to millions of other users with similar tastes. If people who loved The Crown also loved Bridgerton, the algorithm predicts you probably will too. The same principle applies to Spotify. It looks at the songs you listen to, the artists you follow, and the playlists you create. It notices you have a lot of 80s rock and a bit of modern indie pop. Based on that, it curates your Discover Weekly playlist, introducing you to new artists that fit your unique musical profile. It has like a friend who knows your taste so well, they can pick out your next favorite song. And of course, there's Amazon. Its recommendation engine is legendary. It doesn't just look at what you've bought. It looks at what you've browsed, what you've put in your cart but didn't buy, and what others bought after viewing the same items. That's how it generates those frequently bought together, or customers who bought this item also bought sections. Essentially, recommendation algorithms are all about personalization and discovery. They sift through massive catalogs of content or products to find the hidden gems that are perfect for you, making your experience more engaging and enjoyable. Now, let's switch gears and talk about the powerhouse of the internet: the search algorithm. When you have a question, where's the first place you go? For most of us, it's Google. You type in a few words, hit enter, and in a fraction of a second, you have millions of results at your fingertips. But how does Google decide which results to show you first? That's the job of its incredibly complex search algorithm. At its core, a search algorithm has two main tasks. First, finding all the relevant information, and second, ranking it in order of usefulness. The first step is called crawling and indexing. Think of it like a librarian creating a massive index for every book in a giant library. Google has spiders or bots that constantly crawl the web, following links from page to page to discover new content. They then analyze each page, figuring out what it's about, and add it to a gigantic index, an enormous digital database of the internet. When you type in a query, say, "How to bake sourdough bread," the algorithm doesn't search the entire internet in real time. That would be impossible. Instead, it searches its pre-built index for all the pages that mention sourdough bread. This brings us to the second, more crucial step: ranking. Just finding relevant pages isn't enough. The algorithm needs to figure out which ones are the most helpful and trustworthy. This is where it gets really smart. It looks at hundreds of different signals. For example, it checks for keywords on the page. Does the page have sourdough bread in the title and headings? It also evaluates the quality and authority of the website. A recipe from a well-known culinary website like King Arthur Baking is likely to be ranked higher than a random personal blog, Another huge factor is backlinks. How many other reputable websites link to this page? Think of each link as a vote of confidence. The more high-quality votes a page gets, the more important the algorithm thinks it is. It even considers factors like how fast the page loads and whether it's mobile-friendly. So, while a recommendation algorithm tries to guess what you might like, a search algorithm's goal is to directly answer your question with the most accurate and authoritative information it can find. So we have recommendation algorithms for discovery and search algorithms for finding answers. But what about the content that's pushed to you without you even asking? I'm talking about your social media feeds. On TikTok, Instagram, X, or Facebook. This is where the ranking algorithm comes into play. You might think your feed is just a chronological list of posts from people you follow, but it's far more sophisticated than that. A ranking algorithm OES job is to organize a massive amount of potential content and decide the exact order in which you see it, all with the goal of keeping you on the platform for as long as possible. Let's take Instagram as an example. When you open the app, the ranking algorithm instantly analyzes all the recent posts from accounts you follow, plus suggested content it thinks you might like. Then, it scores each piece of content based on your past behavior. Did you recently like a lot of posts from a specific friend? The algorithm learns this and will show you their new posts higher up in your feed. Do you tend to watch reels all the way through, but quickly scroll past photos? It will prioritize showing you more reels. It looks at who posted it, what kind of content it is, photo, video, reel, and your history of interacting with similar posts. It's a constant, real-time calculation of what is most likely to grab your attention right now. TikTok's ranking algorithm is famous for this. It pays very close attention to strong indicators of interest, like whether you watch a video to the end, if you share it, or if you follow the creator after seeing just one video. This is why the For You page can feel so addictive. It's being constantly fine-tuned to your micro-behaviors. Ranking algorithms are different from search algorithms because you aren't actively looking for something specific. Instead, the algorithm is curating a passive stream of information for you, and they differ from recommendation engines because they are often organizing content from a preset group of sources, like the people you follow, rather than an entire catalog. Their primary goal is engagement, predicting what you'll interact with moment to moment to keep you scrolling. So, let's bring it all together. We've looked at three powerful types of algorithms that dictate so much of our digital experience. First, we have recommendation algorithms. Their goal is personalization and discovery. They're like a helpful friend saying, if you like that, you're going to love this. They work by analyzing your past behavior and comparing it to similar users to suggest new content, whether it's a movie on Netflix, a song on Spotify, or a product on Amazon. Next, we have search algorithms. Their purpose is to provide direct, authoritative answers to your specific questions. They don't guess what you want. They respond to what you ask for. Using a massive index of the web, they find all the relevant information and then rank it based on hundreds of signals like keywords, website authority, and backlinks, with the goal of putting the most useful result at the very top. Finally, we have ranking algorithms. These are the masters of engagement, curating the feeds you scroll through on social media. Their job is to organize a stream of content in a way that is most likely to keep you watching, liking, and sharing. They constantly learn from your interactions to decide what you see next, prioritizing content that will hold your attention. So, to summarize the key difference, recommendation is about suggesting things you might like. Search is about finding the best answer to your question. And ranking is about ordering content to maximize your engagement. Understanding how these invisible forces work isn't just a fun tech fact. It empowers you as a consumer of information. It helps you understand why you are seeing what you are seeing, and gives you a better appreciation for the complex systems that shape our modern world. The next time you get a perfect movie suggestion or find the exact answer you need on Google, you'll know it's not magic. It's a carefully crafted algorithm doing its job. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this breakdown helpful, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the tech that shapes our lives. Let me know in the comments which algorithm you find the most fascinating or the most mysterious. See you in the next video!